The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Cornhuskers will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to... loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Caught close to the marker, it's Hale. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find the soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
The Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Turning it on. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we
got enough space. Touchdown, Baylor! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now...
Oh, they block it. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Back to pass, it's Grimes. Now improvising. Makes the grab, it's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Wants to go up top. Got a man, it's Johnson. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. At the 45 on its way. It's a seam wide open. Inside the 10. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. From the gun, the ground game. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
He's moving out of the pocket. Grab near the marker. It's Hale. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their... play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Huskers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down. The sure hands, it's Hale. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Time to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. looking to pass. It's Grimes. Works the middle of the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Looking to fire. Quarterback adapted. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. The give to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And a nice play call offensively there, knowing that the defense is expecting pass, knowing no one on the defensive side of the ball is going to be thinking about your running back in the running game, so you catch him by surprise. Only 4 defenders rushing upfield. The lanes were massive, and that was easy work for the running back.
And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The give to the tailback. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Grimes. Makes the grab. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Pocket breaking down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Breaks into the open. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And how nice is it to have an eraser at the quarterback spot? First down, you get sacked, lose a bunch of yards. In a more difficult situation, you call a pass to try to attack the secondary, but he's got the ability to do this. Just pull it down, get all those positive yards back, and then some.
Here's the pressure. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive here for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards, and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already, so a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nebraska. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it this drive from their own 15. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the pass. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air, it's Grimes. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up a third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Off the play fake. Under fire. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. I think he wanted to take a shot there, and he took a shot all right and dumped the ball off to the running back.
No, there's no doubt, Reese, and he took a shot, but I think he did the right thing. I want to push the ball down the field. I want to make big plays, but when it's not there, be smart. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Going for the marker on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering why they're going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field, but the gamble paid off.
The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes to...
Oh, he's got some space. He steps out of bounds just short of the end zone, and they'll try to punch it in from there.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
With the run on 1st and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Dropping back, it's Grimes. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little kick route, try to get my guy open.
This defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Here's a heat. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet.
Lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights.
He's got it along the sideline. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
That's caught. It's Hale. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The give is to Williams. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it, not going to throw the football off the RPO, and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Grimes. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got it up to 25. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Bring in the heat. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Here we go. To the air on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Touchdown Bears! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half. Now, listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit,
empty the backfield for the two-point try. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Grimes. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. With the catch, it's Hill. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, going to the air. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nab them for the defensive holding penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Green. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created a negative play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Grimes. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Mills. Into the secondary on the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like they're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Coming out with it, it's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Start starts a drive trying to go up top. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking for a big gain. He's got it inside the 25. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bears will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. On the move is the 30. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to throw, it's Grimes. Pulls it in, it's Mills. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds of...
He lets one fly deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Grimes. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They'll try the run. There he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to a 27.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Shoots it to the left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And the Bears will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Under fire. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Dropping back, it's Grimes. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
on fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab, pass to Marker. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Northwestern is running away with this one behind an offense that's firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Duke. If anything...
Touchdown, Baylor! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Huskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
That's reeled in. It's Mills. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Grimes. Steps away to find some room. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Can't get him to the ground. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. To the air on second down. Might be looking to run. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. The Cornhuskers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. He just got rid of the football. I'm not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's going for the big play. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you get 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Trying to get behind the defense. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. At the 35, he's loose. Ripping through the defense. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be first. Ernie on the Jets. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Nebraska. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The give to the back. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through.
Breaks into the open. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Third down coming up.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
That is no good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer. Instead, they're still way, way behind. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. The give and tick, 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 tick. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Dances away. On the run, deep down the right side. Makes the grab deep. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The returner will field it and bring it back. And he loses the football on the return.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Bears! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it.
Oh, the kicker's on the run. And this one's not even going to come close. Man, they threw it in reverse. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Finds a little space. There he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Huskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The handoff to Johnson. Headed to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way.
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick.
Number 19, set to kick this one away.
Looks as if the hands team will be in. Hey, that's a live ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late. And he's thrown another interception. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT finally.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And a first down for the offense.
To the air, it's Grimes. Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on third and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Direct snap. It's Hale. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't.